welcome to the channel where we support you to navigate the journey of soul-led entrepreneurship. We discuss common challenges which entrepreneurs face and give you the tools needed to overcome these so that you can flourish in your business. So today we're talking about how can you be a VIP in amongst a sea of VIPs. So this came up recently where I was working with a client and they didn't like the feeling of being a VIP. They didn't like the feeling of being special. And when we worked through, it was because somehow they were taught that being wealthy or being seen as a very important person meant that they were putting others down. And this is a common theme that comes up because a lot of the times we're told that we should stay small, stop being judgmental towards others, don't think that you're better than others, because if you do, then you're seen as stuck up and obnoxious. And it's almost like a feeling of the mean girls at school. And the truth is, seeing yourself as a VIP doesn't mean that you've got to be horrible to others or treat others as if they are less than. In reality, everyone is an important person. Everyone is a very important person, but it's just the way that they have been taught, programmed to think that they are not worthy. And that, in my opinion, is more damaging than people thinking that they are very important people. Because when they are taught that they are not worthy and they should settle, that impacts so many other areas of their lives. Not only does it impact their business, but their relationships, their jobs, if they have any jobs. A lot of the times it impacts their earning potential, their experiences in life. They feel that they have to give and nothing is ever good enough. And whilst it may be that people have been taught that they need to stay at a certain level because it's more polite, or people don't like others who are stuck up, the truth is it doesn't serve anyone to be at a level where you have low self-worth. Because when people have low self-worth, they allow others to get away with things, they allow others to treat them in a way which doesn't feel good, and all that happens is it breeds more unworthiness. So what would it be like to see yourself as a VIP, but to also see others as VIPs as well? So knowing that the true core of every single person is that they are capable of anything that they desire. They are capable of anything they desire as long as they do things in the right way, as long as they are acting from a place of flow and soul, rather than feeling that they've got to do something in order to reach that level. So society teaches people that if you want to be a VIP, then you've got to jump over these certain hoops in order to prove that you should be here at the top table. If you want to be a VIP, then you've got to do something a lot more harder, or you've got to pay a lot more money in order to earn the right to have that label. But what if it was the other way around? Everyone is VIP, but it's just that they're not aware. They're not allowing themselves to be at that level. And it's not that they're doing it by choice. A lot of times they're doing it because that's what they've been programmed to do. They've been programmed to see themselves as small. They've been taught that it's not good to be at a higher class or higher level in some way. And this is all passed down based on traumas and based on people's perceptions of what it means to be wealthy, what it means to be a very important person. So think of a time where you saw someone who had more, and that could have been they had more money, they had more popularity, they had more what you perceived as friends or beauty, or they fit a certain standard which was societally seen as better than something else, and think about how that made you feel. It's likely it wouldn't have felt good. It's likely it would have made you feel like you were not good enough, that you were less than, that you didn't know enough, or you didn't have enough. And just take a deep breath and see where that comes up in your body. And what did you believe was the truth in that situation? What did you choose to believe as the truth? Did you agree that you weren't worthy? Did you agree with society's standards? Or did you accept that all people who were in this category were somehow not good people? Because the truth is, it was all just a perception. There may have been a certain person or certain people who acted in a way which wasn't acceptable, and that's not right. But equally, there are people who are not so-called VIPs and who may actually be living in a state of poverty and lack, and they may also do things which are not great. And in fact, there was a book that I was reading a while ago by Florence Scovel Shinn, and she talks about how people on either end of the spectrum, so people who have money and people who don't have money, they are both capable of doing things that are wrong, things that are not right, but it's more likely that people who don't have money are more in a state of desperation and they need to survive, so they will go out and steal in order to eat. They will go out and commit crimes because there is so much stress and frustration that often they're in those sorts of environments where they feel that they need to be in a state of survival. So, and it can happen at the other end as well. You know, people who have money may feel that they are better than others, and therefore they may treat others very poorly. They may feel that they've got so much money, so they will go and spend it on drugs or, you know, things which are frivolous. But none of them are the representation of either end of the spectrum. You decide what it means to be VIP. You decide what it means to be rich. You decide what it means to be wealthy. So just allow yourself to feel into any situations where you may have put a label on certain people and where you're not allowing yourself to experience wealth, abundance, and security because you have judged those people and you're not allowing it for yourself. So write that down, and in a separate video we'll go through the new reality.